spend your day yesterday. If you're listening to us right now, well, welcome to this Day One. Myself were here yesterday, doing our jobs, trying
Yep.
to stay
Yeah.
afloat. Send us messages through WhatsApp to 0809 as well.
And also on Twitter, it's at Smooth91FM. Use the hashtag GrapeVine981. YouTube is Smooth91FM.
All right, we have two videos to review this morning. So if you're ready, we are. The hashtag, like I just said, is GrapeVine981. So plug in with that hashtag, send in messages with that hashtag, listen to the songs with that hashtag, watch the videos with that hashtag. It'll point you to the links right there. And the first song video that we're going to review by Falls and Dice Ales. The song and the video is titled Alakori. Listen.
Alakori for real?
Sorry.
Is Alakori?
This familiar. So.
Oh my god.
This famous song.
No, stop it and play the right song.
What will you do? No, I think
No,
you
it's
should.
already started now. It just says we're doing.
Please pardon my DJ because you played the wrong song. The particular song actually that you just heard is from Femile. Femile featuring Femi Niger. That's the second video. But well, taking the last, switching it up, just last to first. Femile and Femi Niger did the song and it's captioned. It's titled Ara. And that video, I watched it, but I'll wait for my colleagues to say what they feel. James?
Yeah, I mean, I saw the video as well. I mean, clearly, I thought it was anyway. It was more of a daring video than a creative video. Daring in the sense that they shot probably almost everything with their phone. Family was literally holding his phone, facing himself, and so it wasn't anything. It looked like a very simple. They just needed to put out a video for this song. And I mean, because another channel I had, like, I didn't like it per se, but I didn't take it too seriously. I also thought that the production, the final mastering of this song was not properly done, except if it was done intentionally, or maybe I'm just hearing. I mean, with just my ears. Yeah, but I thought it was as low key as the video.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So,
what did you listen to it with?
My headphones. Even as you're listening to it on radio right now, it sounds just exactly. I know what I'm saying. So, except he can explain if he says, "Oh no, there's this,
maybe it was deliberate.
Yeah, fine. So, but it looked very ordinary. It looked like something they just wanted to put something, do something together, and you just feel like let's just toss it out there.
Oh, okay.
That's how this whole thing felt.
That's how I felt. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Well, for me, I thought it was a good song. I thought in usual Femi style. For going to the video first of all, usual Femi style. This is not his first reality video. He's done a number where it's taken from real life, so he hasn't been. And I think that's a bit clever. If you're trying to save money and you want to push a video out, please do your reality video. It's clever. It's nice. It's real. You draw people in. So I didn't see. It was quite nice. It's easy listening. I like the mix of languages. People don't like when I compare. I'm not comparing. I'm just saying this person reminds me of. It reminded me of a Nice. The way Nice would mix, not the way their singing style, but the way he would easily flow from English to Yoruba. Like when he was singing Street Credibility. I really, really like that easy transition from one language to another. I think Femile makes good music. I love the Femi Niger's rap in this song. It might not be as great as his other songs like you've mentioned. I don't really know. I thought it was nice. It's easy. It's something I would like to listen in my, while I'm lying down, I'm reading a book, I'm playing it in the background. So yeah, I don't mind. Nice.
I liked the video. I liked how simple it was. I liked it felt refreshing for me to see something unexpected. I think this week is the unexpected week. I just gotten to from Tuesday the expectation that I had for a video that we reviewed on that day, plus this other one. Now this one by Family, I feel like it was just a deliberate attempt to say, you know what, I do not really care to put in so much work in making a video. Let me just be as real as possible, because they were showing the video showed him in the studio while they were recording. Both Femis, Family and Femi Niger, doing their work, putting the song together, just to give us a direct look and feel as to how the process, what process or what work goes into the process of making a song. And I like that. As much as I like that too, I would have expected to see something more creative and more, exploratory, for the lack of a better word. I like that, the emotion that I could relate with.
I also like the ending part where when they're looking for Chinese restaurants. Yeah, that was fun.
Yes,
Yeah.
I thought it was reality video. It was so real. Like,
very real. Selfie
inviting you to his
video,
world.
everything going on back and forth. Okay, so now let's go back to the first video that announced the Fowls and Dice Ales with Alakori. Is that his name?
Alakori.
Alakori.
Yeah.
Thank you. Listen. Alakori.
None so.
Right, mic's up.
Alakori. That's the name of this song. Fowls and Dice Ales teaming up to make this song. It's a bit of an insult. The title it can be regarded as an insult by a lot of people. But James, how did the video rub off on you?
Oh, I like it. I was, the beginning parts, the whole black. I don't know. It looked like they shot that part with their phones
Before.
So somehow, but it's Clarence Peters.
Yes.
So I thought maybe that was
Some
part of the
creative
plan.
genius,
Yeah. Okay. And I could see the borrowed shots as well of the city from above. But then they now went in proper for the actual part. So the good thing for me is I've been opportune to be at the location before. Clarence has a place where he shoot. I find a lot of videos that he's been shooting lately have been at this same location, but you would never tell.
Do you want to tell us?
Because he's been able to twist it somewhere, the
On the mainland.
free trade. No, on the island. Actually.
Okay.
Those free trade zone area.
Oh, Lekki.
Yeah, seaside
area.
proper.
Interesting.
It will amaze you if you've gone there before, if you've been there, or if you go there, you'll be surprised at how Clarence has been able to rearrange that same place, and you would never tell that it's the same.
Not every
same
time.
location.
That's brilliant.
I like it.
Do you understand? So
know.
it's a very brilliant move. Shout out to Clarence Peters. It was at a point in the video I was wondering, Dice and Fowls. When you are going at each other, and it's supposed to be you versus you, but sometimes it looks like they're both on the same
On
side.
the same team.
So
you now question, okay, who are they?
who are we talking to? If we are talking to ourselves, but the narrative of the song generally just talking about, if you think you're all that, and then do you know who I am? Kind of narrative, or cool story, funny visual. It's okay.
Yeah, in his usual style, Fowls is, I like this part of him. He can be serious. He can bring out his serious Fowls, his Yoruba Fowls. And so I don't know what other creation we should look forward to. I wasn't really feeling it. And I feel really bad saying this because I'm a huge Fowls fan. I don't think he can do any wrong. But in terms of the songs he's released, I don't think this is his finest work. Of course, you have ups and downs. And when I watched it on YouTube, it was released on the 10th of June. The video had only 48,058 views. That's very low for a personality like Fowls, and for a video directed by Clarence Peters. In 2 days, you should have racked up some numbers. It shows that you might not be persuaded to listen to it twice or share with someone to watch. That's even the reason why we should watch it.
Okay, so but what happens in this situation? And then let's not forget that Fowls just had his
I was going to say Fowls experience number 2. I was going to say let me concentrate on that. I feel so disloyal.
So sometimes there might not have been a proper plan, rollout plan or a release plan for these things, and then they just had to just put it out there, so while you're searching for Fowls experience videos or content,
right on high of Fowls experience.
Yes. So, but if the message is,
sorry, you saw something. Yeah, I'm saying no. I'm sorry to.
So is it that you don't like the fisheye lens view that was used in most cases in the video?
I was just looking at their fight, so I didn't see the fish eye. The
fish eye was
It was
At
nice.
that beginning part
Yeah.
where they had this
And some
round. Yes.
some other parts. Yeah,
Yes.
I like that.
It was a brilliant video.
Yeah, I like that. I feel something inside of me just does. Just let us know what you think, though. WhatsApp number 0809 444 0981. You're listening to the Grapevine 981. Is brought to you by Verve. We'll be back after this break.
This is Chef Jeff, and you are listening to Smooth 98.1. Do not touch that dial.
Fortunately, I didn't like that song. It was such a but for a foul song, nah.
Imagine saying
Nah.
For a minute, I was going, was it Fowl's own song or Dicey song? But eventually just realized that it actually Fowl's song.
Yeah, it was a bit flat. It wasn't exciting. You know how Fowls, even with like maybe because we are used to such great content from him. Look at Soldier with Simi. You know when he's done other collabos, you would see him come out strong. He's creative. The videos are like you said, and that makes a lot of sense. I think he just wanted to push out something for WhatsApp Fowls experience. So he didn't do enough. Maybe the work he'd have put to add that extra oomph to it.
And when I saw the Instagram short clip, I was quite excited. I wanted to see.
Do you know how to go and look at it? When I saw the numbers, I was like, did he even promote it at all? So I went to his page on Instagram to check it. And I saw that he had posted. And I saw people's comments underneath. Like, the short clip was so nice. People were like, brilliant, so nice. I can't wait to watch it. We're not going to watch it. They should have left it at the 1 minute video.
No.
They should have left it as a teaser and continued, it wasn't all that. It was okay, it wasn't all that.
But that's what you get sometimes when you say, Baba, all I have is 1 million naira for this video.
No, but the video itself was not bad. It's the song I have a problem with. It's the song I have a problem with.
I don't mind the song.
I like it.
Is it the rhythm? Is it the rhythm? Is it the flow of the song? What
It's just slow. There's nothing. It's not catchy. It's not. I don't know. No, I'm not looking for a Gbedu song.
Yeah.
I prefer the familiar song to it. I prefer the familiar song.
The Family song was, the production was my own channel.
The familiar song was better for me than this one. So this one was for work.
even with school fees wahala, still you continue to push and believe. And this children will you see so?
Hi, Ndukwe Onoha. Are you still online? Hey guys. Hey to you too. Hi, Lekki247. Stonehead. Alakori, what does it mean?
Okay, I don't know very
It is an insult. It has to do with the head. Is it that someone that is on serious or someone? Yeah, someone that is on serious.
Alakori.
But we're going back on air now.
In the morning, the first thing I do is put on my radio for the simple reason it gets me started in the morning, energized for the rest of the day, keeps me going in the afternoon, and stays with me all through the night. My stereo, my dial, 98.1.
My mic's up.
Smooth.
And we're back. Glad to know you're listening to us. This is Smooth 98.1 on the program called Grapevine 91 is brought to you by, in the studio with me, Valentine. We have.
I am my essay.
And we have James Silas.
Yeah.
We reviewed 2 videos before the break. All right, if you missed it, please go on Twitter at Smooth981FM and check out the videos. The first was from Femi Leia featuring Femi Naija. It's called Ara. And the second one, Fowls featuring Dice Ills, Alakori. A bit of an insult, but a video that, according to sources, say it's an ode to old music videos and works that have been done in the past. He released that's Fowls released that song just shortly before his Fowls, the show he had last weekend, right? Second installment of that. Let's talk about the albums we're expecting. We know that Burna Boy has held an album listening session in the United States, Los Angeles precisely, and the album, according to sources, is set to be released in August of this year. We're anticipating that. The album just relays a play in words on his infamous rant at Coachella event, and we know that it's going to be packed with a lot of good songs, so we're looking forward to that. I'm not sure exactly how many tracks are on that one, but I'll find out and I'll let you know. Wizkid's album is another anticipated album. Although he dropped, I think, 2, 3 songs before December last year and around December, and we're very anxious because we thought it was going to drop earlier than now, but so far we haven't heard the last of it. The album release is going to possibly happen in the final, maybe no, third quarter of this year. So we look forward to that.
Mhm.
And then let's get talking about the new video saga that came out yesterday, just to reawaken the conversation around Tinosa and MC Galaxy impasse on the live video thing that we thought had been buried a long time ago. So at some point, you recall the story where MC Galaxy had this thing that he was doing every time, going on live, on Instagram Live, and asking women or trying to, dare them to go naked on his live stream. Tinosa was very famous on that one because she showed everything at the time it happened, although she came back to apologize to say that she was intoxicated and she didn't mean to do that, and she apologized to her fans and family and everybody else who was concerned. Now that came back up to this story because yesterday MC Galaxy was shown on video granting an interview where he said, and I quote, that this was planned between him and Etinosa. And Etinosa replied very quickly, put up posts on her Snapchat and really detailing how disgusted she felt as to what MC Galaxy had to say about that video, the lies he told, and called him out in a lot of unsavory words. Said, liking him, that's MC Galaxy, to a drowning man and herself as somebody who's learning to swim. Said one of the first lessons they'll tell you in a swimming class is if you're learning to swim and you're not mature, you shouldn't go close to somebody who's drowning. And said that they would actually thrash the water and try to pull you down with them. But your thoughts on entire rant, because it's a long rant.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, beyond the rant is like a late call for me as far as I'm concerned. But no disrespect to the situation. But I feel like she has learned a lesson because the argument of whether it was planned or not. I mean, there are elements that will make you feel like it was planned. Like I always say that if I wasn't there, if I've not really, heard from both parties in person or somehow, some way, I will not be able to really give a clear or factual, stance on this. Etinosa made a comment or commented on one of the posts saying that let's do this, or maybe tonight.
Yes.
Waiting.
Let's go.
It made people feel like she knew she was going to do it later in the night, and then when that whole thing came out to where it now got messy, and then we now started hearing excuses about her being intoxicated, drunk, or whatsoever. It just tells a lot of things. You have to be responsible. I mean, and like she said, she's responsible for action.
Her actions.
So, what's his name? MC Galaxy did not come and take off your clothes off you. I mean, by himself. It wasn't. There was no physical contact or whatsoever. Somebody, you were holding the camera yourself. So it's. I think they should just let it go. Because I understand people do this thing. Social media is just one crazy environment. Everybody wants to, because when all of these things happened, MC Galaxy went on to show us the back reports about number of views, and how it's been crazy and stuff.
Back end analytics.
So I don't know if people are really buying his record though. I mean, people come there to watch those things, but I don't know if he's selling for real. Do you understand? So, but let them leave the story. It has happened.
So,
but I mean, it might be easy for you guys to say, "Oh, let's let it go. It has happened. But it's just, I mean, coming from where she's reacting from, I'm trying to relate with emotions you must have experienced or had course through her mind when she saw this video of MC Galaxy saying that it was planned. It was something that she said she had to seek therapy for. It scarred her, according to her statements, and I do believe her because first I speak to the awakening. It's like opening a fresh wound or a wound that is just healing. Her family lashed out at her, close friends, and everybody was concerned as to how her psychological balance at the time, and being questioned in that sense and having to seek therapy. You're in a healing process and you find somebody saying that, almost making you seem like you're a liar, and calling you out in public and still relating to something that was very traumatic for you at the time. She said that said, I'm still looking at it from another angle. Etinosa till date still goes on major blogs to comment. and you could see that. I mean, she's very social. She's avid to social media and everything, and she always comments on people's posts. So tracing that back to what you said regarding her comments initially before she went on the live video.
Yeah.
If you connect that psychologically, you'd say, oh yes, because she likes to comment on major posts and everything, she saw that it was a trending thing, just maybe in a bit to rake up her followers and everything. She started doing that, and then saying she was intoxicated to do something that daring.
So here's another thing. If truthfully it was planned, or
it wasn't.
Whether or wasn't, do you know why it's bad?
Okay, why?
It's the fact that even if we planned it, and then you now come and snitch and tell everybody that we planned it after the backlash that has affected me, I'll be mad at you.
I understand that school of thought, but then again, why would you think it was planned, Ayo? I mean, maybe because they are both celebrities.
Yes, so they're both celebrities. I was going to say, first thing is that where James Siler says, let sleeping dogs lie. Unfortunately, MC Galaxy was one that went to wake up the dog.
Yeah, that's
so that's why she post. Again, when she, irrespective of what happened in the past, whether he betrayed her when they said they were going to do it on purpose, or whether he's lying, he's not. Both ways is wrong. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If you've agreed on something, don't try and extricate yourself so that you look like the good guy and painting her like the bad guy. Besides, the news has died. People are no longer talking about it. Why resurrect it again? So I can understand how mad she is and why she dragged him. I mean, I think she went a bit far, but she dragged him. So I don't know, but I think he should have just let it go. It was a mistake on both their parts, because again, people accused him. Why did you turn off the video? Why didn't you end the call? Why did you continue the call?
If you look at it, MC Galaxy has been thriving on social media. This is, I don't see much of his story or people talk. I mean, have you reviewed MC Galaxy's song here before?
Okay, let's move on. We have messages on YouTube. Lori Africa says, to get 40,000 views on YouTube is not easy. Plug in blogs, send to different websites, etc. I like the Files and Dice Isles collaboration video. My own Dice Isles can't do wrong in any video again.
Not for a Files. 48K is an insult in 2 days. Not for a Files.
Sorry, Files fan.
No, for any celebrity.
I know,
for any big celebrity. Anyone. All right. So, fella, I don't know. It says beginning part, ending part, please. Are you trying to say that we should play the song beginning? Please clarify that, fella, for me, Keja.
And what song are you reacting to? Let us know. This one from OJ says, the Files experience was boring. That's talking about the show that's held last weekend.
Okay.
Seriously boring, he adds. The transition was not just it at all. He made the choice to use a video instead of a proper MC. There was a lot of awkward silence. When he came out, no one knew he had come out at all. It seemed like he was only focused on the cameras. The audience was not feeling him at all most of the time. The place, however, came alive when Niniola and Simi came on stage. He goes on to say, it felt more like a dance concert as the dancers were more entertaining. We were only vaguely aware of someone jumping and shouting around on stage. It was quite embarrassing. OJ from Banana Island, thank you very much for giving us that great review.
I was going to ask who attended, because I haven't, unlike the first one, I heard a lot of reviews. I read a lot of reviews online on social media, but this one I read more reviews before the show than after the show.
Yes, and I remember before the show, Fola telling me, because we got tickets, Fola telling me, oh boy, Val, you've never attended a Files concert. You need to go see the Files experience too. It's going to be amazing. Front row seats and all that.
Did you go?
No, I slept.
No way. I would have liked to. I wasn't able to because I wasn't available. I would have liked to go.
I had a very tiring week, so
I heard about the first one. I heard it was so professionally done, and I heard this.
That's what I heard too.
OJ, I don't know. Maybe someone else who attended and has a different.
Hold on,
did
Fola give you feedback about?
I'll ask her today when I see her, because this was probably calling. I didn't get a chance.
Yeah, it would be nice to find out from her.
It's 8:40, 20 minutes before 9 o'clock. We'll take another break. Remember, you're listening to the GrapeVine 981. Is brought to you by the
98.1.
That would be such a shame.
Deserves this one. When you started the show, did you play the verse?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
It would be such a shame. OJ went in hard.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that guy that
Full
just gives
review,
you. Yeah, so he probably attended the event and
He did.
he's actually
It's
speaking from
obvious
the
he
point
did,
of fact.
Yeah, maybe he's upset. But I heard, but some people said that. Although the reason why I believe him a little is that I haven't heard enough noise about this one, like the last
compared
one.
to the last.
Yeah.
The last one, you feel like, as in people kept talking about it. This one, I didn't really hear much. I heard about the Shalasha Bowale cameo. I saw that. I saw all the cameos. I saw.
You know them
So just like what I
IK
was
going on
saying,
stage.
Yeah, even that one. That
that's
one.
I
Even
saw
that
that
one
one. It was on
like,
social media. It was IK's page.
even that one for me was just like,
IK
of course it
Basket
was
Mountain.
staged. It was their wives there to get them on. So I was like, I didn't find it funny.
Really?
Yeah. I thought it was so staged. Like they're going,
Yeah,
are going to
it
go.
looked like it was
Then
staged,
they are
but
then
probably
Fisher
not.
Kindle and remove her shoe. I'm like, are we acting? No, I didn't. I thought it was too fake.
But they were on the same table, so they'll probably have said, "Let's do this. You guys come and get us."
There's
You
a
know.
loan for everyone.
Then I went and they're chasing after them. Like, guys, really? Funke Akindele is a star in her own right. So why is she chasing after her husband?
This joint is amazing. The beats are crazy.
You think that was crazy? No! Crazy is Jumia anniversary sale every day from 24 June to 6 July. Crazy is Jumia mega flash sales exclusive on the Jumia app starting
What up,
24
people?
June
You're listening
at
to the
12
Grapevine
midnight.
on night
What are you waiting for?
98.1.
Yeah, you don't know. Dial, James.
Valentine.
Valentine over on
Hi,
Instagram.
everyone. How
Yeah.
you doing?
Still alive on Facebook, guys.
Yes, we are. Join us. Join
Alright,
us.
so we're going back on.
My name is
Yeah.
Akram. As a top wedding photographer, I'm expected to be creative always and provide satisfaction to my clients. The way I do that is by listening to my favorite tunes and brain stimulating content that relaxes my mind and inspires my thoughts. And my radio provides me all this. My radio, my dial, smooth 98.
Alright, mic's up.
So if you check the time, it is around 18 minutes before 9 o'clock. We're still on the Grapevine 91. It's brought to you by Bev. It's here on Smooth 98.1 with Ayo
And Valentine.
and James.
Yeah.
Silas. Okay.
I like that.
So on Tuesday on the Grapevine, the last episode of Grapevine, we talked about Rihanna and how she made the cover of this nice cover that graced the interview magazine, and she actually was well clad. I would say that's tongue-in-cheek moment for me then, because I like the look she had on. But then again, that's not the reaction. That's not what's eliciting the reaction that we're talking about today. The 31-year-old singer declared during the interaction on the interview magazine that she's in love with her beau, who is the deputy president and vice chairman of the family's company. His name is Abdul Latif Jamil, or rather Hassan Jamil. The company's name is Abdul Latif Jamil Domestic. He's a billionaire, an Arab billionaire. So the same guy that we've been rumored, or Rihanna has been rumored to be dating for a while. They're still going strong. Although when they asked her the question about when she's going to get married, there was a long, awkward silence, which she broke by saying, "Only God knows that, girl," reacting to the interviewer and saying that we plan and God laughs, right? And then she quickly switched to talk about other things. Although people started trolling her fans started asking questions about the beau, when she's going to get married. One fan tried to defend Rihanna by writing that the singer did not drag black men in the process. But T.I., the rapper, jumped on that and quickly asked, "How you know?" Guys, your thoughts?
James, maybe you wanna jump on this one.
I don't know, man, but look, I think as much as we want to be pro-black and everything, I do. We're just all humans. Yeah?
Thank
It doesn't matter who you want to be with. It's none of our business. You know, follow your heart. If your heart
Or
likes,
follow the money.
Isn't it?
yeah, or follow. No, the heart loves money now. That's the same thing. Follow your heart.
Wow.
If my heart loves money, I go for it.
I thought
If
it
my-
was flesh.
but I'm not like
money.
that too.
Heart love, love.
James.
I'm not like that, you know.
You're already married, you
Um,
cannot be like that.
Yeah, so I wasn't like that before I got married. That's what I'm saying. So, but I think everybody got the right to love whoever you want to love.
Yes.
You know, it's
Right.
okay.
Okay.
I agree with you. I think we should stop all this black and not black. It's painful sometimes, particularly from a woman's point of view,
Yeah.
when you're thinking, see, another good man has gone there.
Mhm.
But to be fair, this is the 21st century. This is 2019.
Mhm.
Love whatever color, wherever the man is from, wherever he's from.
Mhm.
I think it's important that we should embrace that. I think we should stop dragging, black Americans who decide.
Mhm.
Black
to-
people.
Black people, yeah, but the black Americans I don't know why they just have something against, marrying someone from outside their tribe. Please embrace love and unity.
Mhm.
Rihanna, follow the money.
But Rihanna is cool too. She, I
Yeah,
mean,
she
she has her
is.
own.
Yeah, she's the richest
So,
black woman actually.
you
Actually, I'm
know.
just saying that as a joke. I'm
Well,
proud of her.
richest female musician.
Remember
Yeah,
Janet Jackson
yeah,
as well.
thank you.
Mm.
You know,
I-
but
of
even
course.
with the money, she's back to her
She
house.
had a baby. Money.
Who's that? Who are you talking about?
Janet Jackson.
Oh yeah. And she was married to who?
Yeah,
Hey,
billionaire,
money,
an
big
Arab
money.
billionaire.
Thank you, Arab billionaire.
Yeah.
There you go. Yemi from Lekki sent in a message on YouTube. Yemi says, "Oh, still reacting to the Files experience too." His own review says, "It was a really good show. Not sure which show the last person attended though.
Oh,
The
you
concept
see?
was good, execution was good." Show was properly planned. Each performance was well choreographed, still emphasizing the dancers who took center stage, and the order of songs was well thought out. His performance of Hypocrite and Brother's Keeper were special. Doubt we're at the same show. That's what Yemi
All right.
says.
Yemi, thank you so much
Our
indeed.
fans.
Yeah, our fans. All right, Emmanuel from Surulere has another. Well, okay, you people have turned this to a foul show.
That's
Foul's
all right, go on.
experience was
That's
bad.
okay.
He said it was bad. Felt like I should have just stayed in my car listening to his CD. Stage performance was not projected, so you could hardly see anything. Truthfully, I ended up playing a word game on my phone when he performed it. I feel like stopping. I could sense a lot if people didn't relate to the song. So I'm guessing, and this is my proposal. Ying, the other guy that spoke, and this Emmanuel were in regular section.
OJ and Emmanuel.
Yes, OJ and Man, and
Trudy
was in VIP. And again,
sometimes VIP experience people.
that's what I'm
don't-
saying. That the truth
don't
is
get the
that
feel.
you must give everyone the same experience, irrespective of the amount of money they spend. Yes, you might give extra, like maybe
No,
food.
so this is what I want to say.
stuff.
Is it not the same stage? Is it
Yeah,
not
is
the
that
same?
what I'm saying that?
They were all saying the same thing, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter where we're sitting.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, but
so they were
quick-
seeing the
quick
same
question
thing.
though. What was the show called?
Files experience.
There you go. MI from Akoka sent in another message. It says, on today's episode of PR Stunt Gone Wrong, controversy for some people should never be used as a strategy.
Yes.
A strategy. That supposed publicity came at a huge cost. They should both get a room because when the family feuds, nobody wins. That's talking about Tinasa.
Yeah, they're not family. They're just.
They're supposed to be friends.
Celebrity family.
Yeah, well, Mba Lucy on Twitter, on Instagram says, "Oh, so where am I on YouTube? I'm said Gloria reacting to Files' new song. I'm a fan of good content lyrics song. The song is okay, but I would prefer good lyrics content song plus great beat makes perfect song. All right, so great
not
beats and
always,
lyrics. Yeah, all right.
Not always. Well, not always. That's the song
Alakori.
Alakori. Okay, so go
Yeah.
listen. Check out the link on Twitter at Smooth91FM Lagos. Let's move on to this next news about Mariah Carey. I'm using that voice precisely because Mariah Carey's her feud with her manager doesn't seem to rest. Now, the former manager, Stella Boloshnikov.
Go on, bro. Go on.
She's come back. She's come back to reveal that there's some new drama brewing between them. Okay, so the revelation pretty much surrounds Mariah Carey's. We already know that she had a problem with spending, so they restricted her to some credit cards and took away some from her. But the new revelation is surrounding plastic surgery. The Mariah Carey's alleged plastic surgery invoices and private emails have been leaked, allegedly by the former manager. She said, and I quote, Mariah never wanted people to know about her shopping and surgery, so she would put them on the assistants or the former manager on her card, and she would go shop with that card so people cannot trace the plastic surgery or the procedures back to her. But guys, the story is long, bro.
Yeah, it's just long. I mean,
it's
if
a
you want
long
to
one.
know more, I mean, just you can look it up on the internet. But as
But the
for me,
invoice, the
yeah, for
receipts show.
look, it's her money. It's her money. She wasn't borrowing. Even if she was borrowing your money, she was going to pay back, and she probably paid back. I don't know. I don't think anybody did anybody say she was owing them? I mean, till date.
I mean, when they had the first problem, when
Yes,
the
the
manager
first one,
tried,
she
was
paid,
suing
do you
her,
understand?
yeah, she
Yeah,
sued
so
her
but
for
what I really
for
see
debt
about
or-
the whole thing when it comes to Mariah and her former
Manager.
staff or people that she was working with
Okay.
is they just weren't happy. It was a bad breakup, all right? And the proceeds from that breakup is what we're still seeing till
Yes,
date.
yes.
It's, as far as I'm concerned, it's her money, it's her body. Yes, but I mean, how did it leak? Probably leaked
No,
from
at the time it wasn't her money. Because the
No,
whole
no,
of
it was
April of 2017, she, according to the source, they said she
Yes.
burnt through the cash or the money that was in the credit card of the former manager on plastic surgeries mostly and buying fast food.
she was just hiding behind that. I mean, she was
Yeah.
still going to pay. It was her money. she wasn't spending the person's money.
Yeah,
Like
but
I'm
not
not gonna
until
pay.
they sue that.
Yeah, I mean, but regardless, yeah,
Mm.
I feel like it's just, what we're seeing, the rudiment from a bad breakup.
Mm.
So, but like I said, it's her money, it's her body.
Yes.
I don't know why it's leaking right now, and they need to rest. These people get a new life, man.
Right.
No, there are other accusations as well. Talks about her being racially abusive to
Mhm.
them.
Yes.
A number of things that she had done.
Mhm.
I think the bigger issue here for me is that if you're going to do something, own it. Why are you hiding behind other people and saying, if you have a problem, if you're going to max out the money, it's your money, like you said. So stop hiding behind people and trying to push out this image of, this is who I am, but I'm secretly doing other things. That's what I get from this story.
Yes.
And another thing is that when they put the headline, revealing she got plastic surgery, I'm like, hello, who
What's the big
doesn't
deal?
know? What's the
Who didn't know that she had
Does he know that she had
but
plastic?
guys, if it was just one procedure, yes, you could say that. But then she got about at least six cosmetic procedures that included butt injections.
I'm
Do you
not
know Kim
surprised.
Kardashian?
It's Mariah
Burned
Carey.
through $32,765 in one
Do you watch
procedure.
Botched?
Okay.
Have you seen her?
You know what? I'm gonna stop talking now because the show has come to an end. But I see where you guys are going with this. The last reaction before we go, OJ sent in a reply.
Yes, OJ, thanks a lot. He said I had a VVIP table and went with my family and friends. I bought a table because I'm a fan. That's he didn't have a good experience.
And he adds, the people with regular tickets were closer to the stage.
Aha.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you said so. Sometimes they mix these things up because
Yes.
the regular ones are the real fans. Okay, but OJ obviously is the
Right?
real fan as
No,
well.
he is the real fan. He pays for his family.
Yeah.
Can your bestie ever?
Can they? I don't think so.
James Silas, please log out.
James Silas in the building. Catch you all next week. God bless.
All right, I am Myro Essay here. Don't forget to follow Myro Essay, my artist, on his social media.
Wow.
Valentine. Oh no, that's legit.
Wow.
Follow our loose convos, loose audio as well on Instagram. Good morning.
Good morning.